it's not just hyped. We ran it at the track. We did over 300 miles in 2 days on a 3-mile track. That's a lot of wide open throttle pulls, a lot of races I got to go through here. And I'm very, very happy about this DW system, or DW fuel pump, and this custom fuel system here. So let's dive into it. I get this asked so many times. Did the new fuel system work? Did the new brushless fuel pump work? How is life without the Fore fuel system now? Oh my gosh, you got rid of Fore, like your car's not gonna run anymore. This and that. Oh my gosh, why would you get rid of Fore? Blah, blah, blah. Right. Literally, everyone's been wondering what's going on, and short answer is the car is still alive. The car ran great at Power Cruise. If you guys don't know Power Cruise, 1320 actually came out. They did their own coverage on it. So really excited to see what they bring and showed, on the channel. But basically, it's like a road course. It's a 3-mile road course, and 10 turns, blah, blah, blah. And we go one short pull on the no prep area and then down the drag strip, right? So you guys see, I post up the short pull and then down the drag strip a lot. I don't really record around the bends and turns because, yeah, it's not really too cool to record that. But it survived. You wake up, 8 o'clock, go get breakfast. 9 o'clock, you're on the track till noon. And then you take lunch and you're back on the track again like at 1 or 2 p.m. till 5 or 6 p.m. So we did that all Friday and all Saturday. So basically, literally, I had... Dude, we went through 50-some gallons of E85 in 2 days. And that's absurd. Over 300 miles driven on a 3-mile track. Do the math. We drove it a lot. And if that's not stress testing a fuel system, stress testing the car, this ESS, I don't know what really is. It's a 3-mile track. We do short pull up to 120, brake heavy, and then go down the big stretch, do, 100 plus down the big stretch. All on stock brakes. These are PowerTech, or man, Power something rotors and pads. I already forgot. PowerTech, Power Stop, something like that. Basically, virtually like an OEM plus, and we've been rocking OEM guys for a while, and this is first time using those, and they do just fine. But basically, going back to the fuel system here, let's do the rundown really quick on, so starting the very front here, automotive regulator. I think we gotta back up. I've just been having so many problems with the Fore stuff. We started from scratch. Took everything freaking out. All my lines, I don't care if it was good, not leaking. We just ripped everything out, started fresh. Sourced all the parts from Radium, DW, and automotive. So here we go. Automotive regulator. I think this is the 1313.5, big boy. And but basically, coming off the Radium hanger, it looks like this. We got a DW810 that sits in there like this, and I just can't show you guys that. But so we got dash 10 feet from the tank that comes up through here. All right. And then we go into Radium's new like triple split bulkhead right here. Pretty cool. So if you guys are remembering, this is a very similar kit to the Arcane Performance. Pretty basic. It's very, very similar. The only things we changed is the fuel pump and this like triple bulk right here. So but anyways, dash 10 feed here, triple split, and then we go to dash 8. One feeds high pressure, passenger rail, and then driver rail. So following here, you guys 1, 2, and 3, we come across here, high pressure, dead ended, done. Other line comes across, passenger, and then returns to regulator. The last one, driver, and then to the regulator. And my fuel rails are Radium. I don't know if you guys can see that. I got Radium fuel rails. They're full size. The Fore choke it down just a little bit. At the openings, hey, I'm just saying. Anyways, so once both lines come, wrong one. They come into this regulator here, and then we return off the bottom through here, and we just return. It's pretty basic if you guys can understand a little bit about fuel systems. One feed off the tank, in, blah, 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 blah. So a lot of people are wondering what's up with my controller. Let me show you what I got cooking up here. And people are going to roast me for this, but hey, I don't care because I survived. So as we go in the trunk here, it's kind of a mess, but hey, it works though. Whee! All right, so if you're noticing, oh my gosh, he's using Fore. He hates Fore, but he's using Fore. Well, this is one of the things that I say many times. This is really good. The FC3 back here, really good unit. Power, ground, rather than running a separate power and ground already, I just kept this here. Makes life a little easier. But coming off the fuel pump, off the hanger, we got power, ground into this controller. This is just my heatsink custom, baby, because if you guys know, these brushless fuel pump controllers do get kind of hot, and this is my custom rig, and it works really good in the Mustang actually, because you guys know this little carpet spot right here comes right out, so this freaking works great. Anyways, off the controller, power, ground, and trigger right here. This is the car trigger, blah blah blah. This is my hop switch right here. So this is all triggered off of the hop switch. So coming back to here, obviously power, ground, and this is the trigger. And so you tie one end, you butt connect one end to the hop switch, and the other side of the hop switch, chassis ground. And that is it. Super simple. Really not much there. Not a lot of wires. You know, you're not running 3 sets of wires to your fuel pump. I mean, I do have that janky controller and heatsink like that. I don't know. You guys probably gonna roast me. I don't care because it freaking works great. It did really good for 2 like 8-hour sessions. Like seriously, 300 miles in 2 days doing wide open throttle pulse. Hey, that's pretty darn good to me. But basically, let me show you something. Let me show you something here. So you put this back in. Boom. It's just meant to be like that. Dang, does that look good? That's like OEM plus right there. So that's what the controller and how I wired it back here. Pretty basic, self-explanatory stuff. Yeah, I know if you guys don't have any of that, I mean, you just run a power and ground back, blah, 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 right? And I'm not going to show you what I did under the seat because I don't really want to take off the seat to show you guys the fuel pump hat, the top side of the fuel pump hat. So there's really nothing to show you there. But that is pretty much it for this fuel system. It's just one pump, one brushless pump. You know, it flows good enough for me to make 1,000. But it's simple. And it's triggered off the hop switch. And you just got a low setting, high setting. Pretty easy, self-explanatory there. If the pump dies, hey, the pump dies. I don't have to go chase my 2 other pumps, 3 pumps, see which one's good. That just sucks. But nonetheless, at this event, like why I went with a radium hanger, little bucket, you know, instead of the Fore, because I've ran Fore. You guys all know that. I've ran the Fore. This event is a 3-mile road course with turns, banked turns, and, you know, you're doing a wide open throttle pull coming out of the corner, and you do another heavy brake, and then you do another bank turn, and you go down the drag strip with, you know, up high speeds, and you're always kind of banked, and, you know, cars always leaning, and you do wind up with throttle pulls. You guys know about fuel starvation and this and that. Under half tank, you're going to have a lot of problems with the Fore system. Take it from me. Anyone knows that with those kind of style hats, you're going to have a problem with fuel starvation, especially if you're trying to road course it, time attack, drifting. Like, you're just not going to run that kind of hat. Seriously, if you can, you got to be like 3/4 plus. Seriously, like, people keep telling me, oh, you should just ran half tank, over half tank. It's always been over half tank, always. And I still have issues taking those banked corners at high speeds and going wide open throttle. It does happen. And that's how you lose a brushed pump. You lose a 285 dead or gone weak. Seriously. It's that easy to happen out there. And those 285s, they just run hot. And so we've got lucky, you know, a couple times and had pumps on hand. But at least one pump has died at event every single event, if that makes sense. I always have at least one pump that dies, but I'm always able to still drive home. It's always the pump or pumps that are on the hobs that dies. So just let you guys know, I never had real issues running dual 465s. Need a little more. And we tried 285s, dead. They sucked. We tried one 465 primary and one 465 secondary. Secondary would die. It would be kind of rare, but it would die still. And it's just chasing issues after issues. Of all that money spent in the fuel pumps and, dude, just get yourself a brushless fuel pump. I'm saying it. I think I don't see why it's not the way to go. A lot of people run those brushless pumps. It's just not mainstream right now because like companies just want you to keep buying those Walbros, replace them every year, blah blah blah. You can have a dead one. It's $100 every time, $200 every time. Not that big of a deal until you're done like 10 of them, and then you realize like, bro, been 2 years, got 10 pumps. Okay, we need to rethink our fuel system here. So definitely picking out the right fuel system. The right hanger, fuel hat for your application is super crucial. These fuel lines, anyone can make fuel lines. You don't have to feed it like I did here. Obviously, Fore has just one line that comes in series, like boom, loops across, boom, that down back, right? Me, I did a little different, kind of like Arcane. And on the data logs, it's a lot happier running it this way. I'm dead serious. Your fuel pressure is very steady. It's pretty good. How Fore runs it, it's not that it doesn't work. And we have done countless hits on the Fore fuel system. But knowing what I know now and all that pressure swings and stuff, it could have contributed to some dead pumps, honestly. But I'll just say the fuel pressure is a lot happier, a lot more stable running it this way. And that's why, companies like Arcane, they run it that way too. It's good. Ford just has a big name, you guys. That's all I'm saying. And if you're going to try to road course this Ford fuel system, you're going to have the worst luck and worst time. It's not luck. You're going to have the worst freaking time of your life trying to keep above half tank. And honestly, I don't even think half tank is even enough if you're doing like roll course, time attack, and all that crap, right? You got to go to a dedicated surge tank now, this and that. And, us average guys, we ain't got time for having a surge tank mounted externally, just rock the radium. And a lot of people will say, well, you can only fit 2 pumps in there. Well, 285 is more than plenty to feel this thing. And why run 285s when 285s cost the same as one brushless DW810 fuel pump? Hey, I don't know, man. I'm just saying. But that's pretty much the rundown. Really basic video. Yes, it works great. It survived. It did freaking amazing. No issues. Seriously, it's that good. It's not just hyped. We ran it at the track. We did over 300 miles in 2 days on a 3-mile track. That's a lot of wide open throttle pulls, a lot of races I got to go through here. And I'm very happy about this DW system or DW fuel pump and this custom fuel system here. Like I said, I think it's mainly about the fuel pump because anyone can run their lines however you want. And we just wanted to start fresh. That's why we ripped out the Fore system and then we just tried out the bulkhead there. And that's pretty cool. It works pretty good. So what do you guys think, huh? I'm not saying everyone should jump ship and go to DW810, but I'm saying it's pretty damn good. If it can last, I'm going to say it again. If it can last an event like that, it's got to speak for itself. Granted, I was on the Fore hat, the Fore hanger, not the radium hanger, but I've had, my fair share of dead pumps. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little video. It doesn't really show too much, but you guys can imagine if you're already done the fuel system, if you're already at this fuel system level here, you already know what's going on. Feeding your dash 10 line up and through here, you already know what's kind of going on. You already know about AN fittings, and my vacuum block is right here, and you guys already know what you're looking at. It's kind of confusing, but you already know what you're looking at. If you already routed a fuel system, not gonna go too much into it. And it works freaking great. Hop switch. Yeah, I mean, people say don't run hop switch, but hey, it works pretty good to stage that brushless fuel pump. So I know it's janky back there, but it freaking works. Those controllers, every single brushless fuel pump controller runs hot. Everyone knows that. So they do recommend just mounting it there, but I want to step it up a level and get a heat sink and some fans. That's pretty dope. But that's enough talking about a fuel system here. That's my update on the DW810 brushless fuel pump. It is freaking amazing. You guys just watch the channel. Everything of this Power Cruise, both Power Cruise on the ESS G3R have been on the DW810. Just to let you know. So, peace.